Welcome to The Wrap. I'm Alex Coffey here to take you through the week's market action. All the major indices here in the U.S. closed higher, with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ leading the charge. NASDAQ 2%, S&P not far behind. Even the Russell 2000 tacking on 1.3%. All sectors in the S&P except energy also saw green arrows on the week. Real estate rallied 2.75%, while tech and communications each gained more than 2%. Turning to the week's biggest stories, tariff volatility gripped markets yet again. On Friday, President Trump made a Truth Social post accusing China of violating its tariff agreement. This comes after markets rallied a day earlier on the U.S. Court of International Trade blocking some of the Trump administration's global tariffs before an appeals court then said the tariffs could be stayed in place until courts could make a final ruling. On the stock moves of the week, Nvidia briefly traded above 140 after posting a mixed earnings report on Wednesday afternoon. Its $39.1 billion revenue for data centers missed expectations of $39.4 billion. Nvidia also added that it expects an $8 billion loss as a result of the H20 revenue for the current quarter due to export restrictions on China. However, the company also announced its Blackwell is now in full production. CEO Jensen Huang says global demand for Nvidia's AI infrastructure is incredibly strong and the demand for AI computing will only accelerate. Nvidia slipped off its week's highs but still closed up 3% to close out the week. Salesforce traded down close to 3% despite posting an earnings beat and shared current quarter guidance well above Wall Street's estimate. It also raised full-year guidance by $400 million to $41.3 billion. Data cloud and AI annual recurring revenue soared 120% year over year. CEO Mark Benioff says his company built a deeply unified enterprise AI platform. This is unmatched in the industry. Tech continues to lead the earnings front next week with Broadcom, CrowdStrike, and HP Enterprise in focus. Also expect prints from Lululemon, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and Neo. On the economic calendar, watch for data on non-farm payrolls and employment numbers, PMIs, and JOLTS. We'll get economic commentary from Fed Chair Jerome Powell on Monday as well. That'll do it for The Wrap. Have a great weekend. I'm Alex Coffey. We'll see you on Monday.